Around Kansas, brought to you by the Kansas Soybean Commission, the Soybean Checkoff, progress powered by Kansas farmers. We're back, and of course we're back from the Dillon House across from the Capitol in Topeka, Kansas. And so what else you got going on?
Well, one of my dearest friends, Michelle Martin, is like myself, not a Kansas native. She came to Kansas and fell in love with it, and we came together through Kansas history. She is just a remarkable person and has been a wonderful friend to me, but more importantly, she's been a fantastic friend to Kansas history, from Fort Larned to Lecompton, and especially the Fort Scott area. She's just an amazing person, and I just wanted to pay a little tribute to her.
Well, you know, I'm having some fun with this old-time baseball. I discovered it, and there are a bunch of teams all over the country, and there are some teams right here in Kansas. And I mean, they play under the old-time rules, no gloves, and they use a ball that's a little bit bigger than the hard ball that we have today. And they even use the language of the time, which makes it interesting because there is a striker and the not the umpire, but I can't think of the term right now, but he says advance, and I mean, it's really kind of a fun thing. So we're going to show you some film of that too.
That'll be a great series. I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
In the meantime, let's see my friend Michelle. Michelle Martin is a Michigander by birth, a Kansan by choice. Rarely has Kansas history had such a champion. As a living historian, teacher, and reenactor, Michelle takes us into a virtual time machine to the most turbulent decades of Kansas history. She has spent countless hours researching the lives of Kansas pioneers and reenacts many of those women. Her family claims that she suffers from multiple historical personality disorder. Her portrayals include Mahala Doyle, widowed by John Brown during the Potawatomi Massacre, and Sarah Seeley, who pretended to be a man in order to serve in the Union Army. Michelle said, "The ability to study the past is sometimes not enough to satisfy my desire to know about those who came before us. By knowing what previous generations wore, what they ate, how they lived, and what they thought, this gives us ultimate insight. When I wear 19th century clothing and work on the hot sun doing laundry for soldiers, or sit on officers' row writing letters, or when I tend wounded men after battle, I feel like I know what our ancestors lived through. This is reaching out and grabbing the past by the scruff of the neck and holding it in my hands and learning and preserving its secrets." She has taught at Pittsburg State, Fort Scott Community College, and Baker University. Michelle has authored or co-authored several books, including the Prairie Table Cookbook with Bill Curtis and Kansas Forts and Bases with Deb Goodrich. She has appeared in documentaries on countless subjects, including the Bloody Benders of Cherryvale, and has portrayed the infamous Kate Bender. Most importantly, Michelle has given her heart and soul to Kansas, to preserving and sharing its rich history. She has spent thousands of hours volunteering for groups and organizations throughout the state. As the director and historian of the Little House on the Prairie Museum near Independence, Michelle oversees one of the most beloved sites in the nation. She has portrayed Caroline Ingalls on numerous occasions. On June 13th, the annual Prairie Day celebration at the Little House will mark Michelle's last event. She is moving to Albuquerque, New Mexico to pursue her doctorate in history. We are sad that she will be so far away, but we will continue to learn from her work and research. We also know that someday she will click her heels and come home. We hope you can make it to Prairie Days and let Michelle know how much her time in Kansas has meant to so many folks. Michelle, you are always a Kansan, no matter where you are.
Soil is the life of a farm, and for 25 years, SureCrop Liquid Crop Nutrition has helped growers produce abundant quality crops while preserving and improving the soils they steward. SureCrop offers complete soil and plant analysis with cropping recommendations, delivery direct to your on-farm storage, and quality crop nutrition custom blended for your field. Choose SureCrop for the assurance of excellence for your soil. Call today or visit their website for more information.